How to document a method with parameters. How to document methods with parameters using Python's documentation strings. Edit. PEP 257 gives this example. Is this the convention used by most Python developers? I was expecting something a little bit more formal, such as environment, Python 2.7.1.
Based on my experience, the NumPy docstring conventions, PEP 257 superset, are the most widely spread followed conventions that are also supported by tools, such as Sphinx. One example.
Since docstrings are freeform, it really depends on what you use to parse code to generate API documentation. I would recommend getting familiar with the Sphinx markup, since it is widely used and is becoming the de facto standard for documenting Python projects, in part because of the excellent readydocs.org service. To paraphrase an example from the Sphinx documentation as a Python snippet. This markup supports cross-referencing between documents and more. Note that the Sphinx documentation uses, for example, column pi column atra column, whereas you can just use column atra column when documenting from the source code. Naturally, there are other tools to document APIs. There's the more classic Doxygen, which uses \param commands, but those are not specifically designed to document Python code like Sphinx is. Note that there is a similar question with a similar answer in here.
Conventions. PEP 257 docstring conventions, PEP 287 restructured text docstring format. Tools. IPDoc, automatic API documentation generation for Python. Sphinx.extension.u. To doc, include documentation from docstrings. PyCharm has some nice support for docstrings. Update. Since Python 3.5 you can use typehints, which is a compact, machine-readable syntax. The main advantage of this syntax is that it is defined by the language and that it's unambiguous, so tools like PyCharm can easily take advantage from it.
Python docstrings are freeform, you can document it in any way you like. Examples. Now, there are some conventions, but Python doesn't enforce any of them. Some projects have their own conventions. Some tools to work with docstrings also follow specific conventions.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.